Hey guys, what's up? Hey, welcome to another day of, well, just chilling, hanging out. Maybe we'll watch some trailers. Maybe we'll play some games. Kind of doubtful on the games part. It is pretty late already, you know. But from what I've seen, there's been a lot of things happening on the internet. A lot of things. So I figured we'd just take a moment, sit down, chill, relax, chat a little bit, discuss some things, you know, the usual. The usual. And kind of see where we go from there. Right? Anyways, guys, hello. Welcome to today's stream. I know it's super late. It's not my usual time. But I just had a little bit of a late run-in when it came to, like, you know, preparing videos and everything. Alright, so a couple of things that I saw today that I found pretty interesting and I feel like we should discuss. Like, I saw this today, by the way. It says that Mario Kart World's open world isn't what you think it is. So there's been a lot of discussions on how an open world Mario Kart game would sort of go. And people were kind of just like not sure whether it's actually going to be feasible or entertaining enough to actually be a complete game, you know, a complete open world experience. How are you enjoying Undertale so far? It's good, it's good. I think I'm done with it. I already did the 2 runs I wanted to do. I might go back and do full pacifist at some point, but just not right now, just not soon. You know, there's other things I want to cover and I want to play. But yeah, so far, if I had to judge, Undertale is definitely it's a 7 out of 10. It's a 7, yeah. If I had to put Undertale anywhere, it would be a 7 out of 10. It's a good game. Yeah, I really like the story. Dragon Ball Project multi-update video going live in 1 hour. What does that even mean? What is that? Dragon Ball Project? Project Multi? Let me see that up. Dragon Ball Project Multi. What is that? Yeah, Dragon Ball Project Multi. Scheduled release for 2025, blah, 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 blah. So there's an update video going live in 1 hour. I've never heard of this. It's Dragon Ball's first team-oriented free-to-play game. What? Hold on, kill the music. What is this? What is this? Ganbarion Co. Limited Bandai Namco. This isn't the Dead by Daylight Dragon Ball game, isn't it? It's a mobile light? What? How am I just hearing about this? They really will put Goku in every single genre of video games, won't they? This is... I mean, it has potential. It could be fun. Who knows? I like the concept. But what? The Dragon Ball franchise's first team-oriented battle begins. Intense 4v4 team battle. Experience the world of Dragon Ball through wrecking the battlefield with your own strength or by conquesting the enemy objective with your friends and allies. They really are putting Goku in every genre, aren't they? Like, instead of doing collaborations where they introduce Goku into, like, for example, putting his skin on Fortnite like they already did, instead of doing that for the other genres, they're just making those video games based off of the IP. That's so interesting. That is really, really interesting. I've never heard about this. Yeah, how am I really just finding out about this? So there's an update video happening in 1 hour? I need a timer for that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Do they have a YouTube channel here? Visit the website. Okay, I don't understand. Wait, there's a video though. There's a video. Open B test. I've always loved these aesthetics. This looks so wacky. I'm genuinely curious, how are they gonna do this? Okay, it's... Yeah. It's Pokemon Unite, it's League of Legends, it's whatever you want to call it, but in Dragon Ball form. Love it. If they have those little cutscenes in between, that's gonna be really awesome. Really, really awesome. Yeah, I kind of wish I knew Japanese. Oh wait, this was announced back in 2024. At least on their side, you know? At least on their side. I got top 16 in the beta. Oh, man. There was even a beta. Damn, and I missed it. Damn, that looks cool. That looks really, really cool. I hate MOBA games. I've only ever played Pokemon Unite, okay? I know the rep that League of Legends gets, and it's the only reason I've been avoiding League of Legends for so many years. I think I'm like the champion at League of Legends avoidance, you know? Just like how some people avoid spoilers their entire life. For example, Undertale spoilers. I've successfully managed to avoid Dragon Ball Z, or at least, yeah. No, not Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I've successfully managed to avoid playing League of Legends for as long as I have. And that goes for every other mobile game except Pokemon Unite, because it was on the Switch, you know, and it's on the Switch, you know, it's Pokemon. They can't mess it up that hard. You know, it can't be that easy to mess up, I mean. So yeah, I'm interested about this. I'm interested in this. Thank you for bringing this up. This is funny. This is actually kind of funny. Yeah, I'll actually 100% check this out. Also, Mole Nobi, how's it going? How's it going? Well, welcome. Alright, so... yeah. Going back to the Mario Kart conversation. Apparently, there's been a lot of discussions. I would take this one with a grain of salt, because it is IGN at the end of the day. You know, Game Journo. People who are very notorious for not really being straightforward and direct. You know, they are the most trustworthy source out there, and I'm... notice my hands, I'm being sarcastic, you know, so I would definitely take this with a grain of salt, but then again, it's also Nintendo, you know, and you never really know what you can expect when it comes to open world Nintendo games. We've already seen how the new Pokemon games were kind of empty in their world, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's actually true. Nintendo Switch 2 tomorrow. Any last words? I thought it came out on the 6th, not on the 5th. But yeah, it says, Mario Kart World's open world isn't what you think it is. Don't expect Nintendo's Forza Horizon. I was kind of expecting it to be like The Crew. Based off the gameplay I've seen, I was expecting it to be like open world The Crew 1. Right, I may have only played 3 hours of it, Simon Cardy. I may have only played 3 hours of it, but I'm already starting to get the feeling that Mario Kart should really be called Mario Kart Knockout Tour. Okay. The new last one standing race mode really is the star of the show, adding yet another layer of tension and mayhem to the already chaotic kart racer. Last one standing race mode. Okay, so that's probably one of the battle modes. They're adding a battle royale-esque mode into Mario Kart. Okay. Okay, when thinking of an open world game, it's by no means unfair to make comparisons with Forza Horizon. Developer Playground Games has mastered the specific subgenre, even earning itself an IGN Game of the Year award with its most recent effort. Each game in its series of features in the series features a delicately sculpted open world that packs in a challenge, wonder, and most importantly, fun. Okay. So yeah. Again, I would probably say take this with a grain of salt, because I also saw on this post, in this very same post, that while you have one person that works in IGN criticizing Mario Kart's open world for the open world aspect, well, it says here, your preview video gave a pretty glowing praise to the abundance of activities to do across the map, question mark? And it says what?
In a series first, free roam takes the spotlight off of racing and shines it directly on exploration, allowing players to drive across the wide interconnected highways. Nintendo promised hundreds of P-Switch missions in free roam, and while I won't spoil the final total, I can confirm that it only takes a few seconds of driving in any direction to spot one of these challenges. They are littered everywhere, and after worrying they'd all be too easy based on the footage Nintendo has released so far, I was pleasantly surprised that I failed a couple of the P-Switch missions on my first attempt, by either running out of time or missing a key jump.
Pleasantly surprised to fail.
Mastery of Mario Kart World's new Tony Hawk-inspired parkour mechanics.
Dude, the cow. I'm so excited to play as the cow.
World. In a series first, free roam takes the spotlight off of
I'm actually super excited to play this. Like I mentioned, I won't be getting the Switch 2 on day of release. That's fine. I will get it eventually. I really wish I could, so I could play it on day one, you know, on stream. But it's fine. It doesn't really bother me that much. Not gonna lie, I joined expecting to see Undertale. I was sorely mistaken. You can't be playing Undertale for the rest of my life. You know, eventually you gotta move on to play other stuff. I am planning on playing Deltarune, possibly during the weekend, though. Man, weekend I'm doing Roblox games, so maybe on Friday. Yeah. But yeah, people are, you know, there's a lot of people out there criticizing the heck out of Mario Kart World, and I understand it, you know, I understand. Like I mentioned before, Nintendo's like the easy target to punch. But yeah, the fact that it's not going to have 200cc on release, the battle modes, I honestly can't comment on the battle modes. I haven't seen them. I don't know exactly what they're about. Arguably worse graphics than Mario Kart 8. This is, I don't know. But yeah, the whole reason why people are criticizing Mario Kart World is because now we have, well, a couple of new contenders in the kart racing genre. Like, I don't know if this was just planned by the companies or something. I don't know if this was just, like, coordinated. Or I guess not, because, you know, yeah, basically, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds was announced 3 months ago, you know, give or take. So it's not like everybody just decided to randomly start talking about racing games recently. But it does kind of feel that way, because the conversation online, I guess because the Switch 2 is so close, is literally all about, you know, racing games. You know, because first you have Mario Kart World, and that's been the conversation piece for weeks now. And, well, Sonic Racing Cross World, even though it was announced a while ago, the biggest leak just happened about, you know, what to expect from the game. I saw some of it online. Everybody's literally talking about it. If you don't like talking about the potential leaks that happen, well, this is probably your indication to, you know, probably GTFO or mute the stream or do something, right? But yeah. But yeah, apparently the biggest leak literally just happened when it comes to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Race across land, sea, air, space, and time in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, warp through travel rings into new dimensions where something new awaits around every twist and turn. Nothing personally, but you talk too much on Nintendo when they raising their prices, but didn't talk about Xbox when they do the same thing. Well, the difference between Nintendo and Xbox is actually pretty straightforward, you know, it's pretty easy to explain, right? I've grown up my whole life playing Nintendo. I have never owned a single Xbox. So when it comes to like discussing these topics, you know, I gravitate more towards Nintendo, and I keep up to date with the things that happen in Nintendo. And maybe I'll like mention the Xbox situation briefly here and there, but I'm not one to talk without that much experience. So like, I understand, you know, they're raising their prices. I get it. And I can talk about that if I see it, you know, if I see it on the news right in front of me. But usually what I've been seeing on my timeline lately is just literally been Nintendo. So that's why I'm talking more about Nintendo. But yeah. It says Sonic's upcoming kart racer will include Minecraft and SpongeBob characters. The new leaks also show off TMNT-inspired content like a track set in the sewers. So they're adding SpongeBob and I'm guessing Minecraft Steve to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which is actually kind of insane. It's actually super insane, because when I first saw the trailer, And when I first saw the gameplay, I was like, okay, it's just another racing game, and it's another Sonic racing game. I've never really been a fan of like Sonic racing games in particular, but this one, I will say, it definitely catches my attention, you know? Because like I mentioned before, I played the racing minigame in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and I thought that was it. That was like the end of it. Everything else has just been like, okay, it's just a Mario Kart knockoff. That's fine. Mario Kart knockoffs, they're a dime a dozen. But the fact that they're going as far as adding, you know, SpongeBob, Minecraft, TMNT, a lot of collaboration to this game makes me think that they're actually aiming a lot higher this time, other than just being called a Mario Kart knockoff, you know? And with such criticism that Mario Kart's been getting recently, well, if there was ever going to be a time for a racing game contender to pop up, that would probably be the good time. I'm not saying that this is going to blow Mario Kart out of the water, because Mario Kart obviously has the fact that it's Mario Kart. But I will say that, you know, the fact that one is getting criticized might help this one get a couple of extra more sales. And, you know, I would definitely be interested in checking this out, you know? It says Sonic Racing Cross World is the next mainline installment in Sega's popular kart racing franchise. The Mario Kart-like racing game, you see what I mean? Is set to launch later this year and will include the roster of characters you'd expect, like Sonic himself, Tails, Dr. Robotnik, and SpongeBob SquarePants. Not found. Oh god, things are getting taken down. Oh boy. Yeah, according to Insider, the footage showing SpongeBob racing on a surfboard comes from an earlier build of the game. Okay, let me see that. Oh no. This post comes from an account that no longer exists. The leaker got nuked. The leaker must have gotten super nuked. Oh my god. That is actually awesome. That is actually so funny. That's actually so funny. But, and you know, if you go to Sonic Crossroads on, like, the Twitter X search bar, you'll actually find, you know, this is the quote-unquote confirmed roster right here. Okay, this one seems kind of fake, actually. I don't know if this is true, because you have Sonic up here, right? You have, I don't know what this character is. Let me see what the ones I recognize. The monkey from Super Monkey Ball. You have SpongeBob, you have Patrick, you have the TMNT Ninja Turtles. And what is this? You got Minecraft Steve and Minecraft, I forget her name. Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender, Hatsune Miku. Sonic from the movie, Shadow from the movie. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, up to this point, up to Aang, I feel like this looks legit. But having the movie Sonic and Hatsune Miku here, it kind of makes me question. I don't know. I'm confused. Can you play skincare ASMR for YouTube playables? Next time, not today. Next time, not today. But yeah, just the fact that they leaked so much information. I'm trying to see if they can actually... If you can actually see some of the gameplay, or did everything get nuked? Here we go. Yeah, here's a good screenshot, you know. It's interesting that they have SpongeBob in a racing game when traditionally, you know, isn't he supposed to not be good at driving? SpongeBob being in Sonic Crossroads is not that crazy when you remember that the last Sonic racing game had these MFs. Okay, remember, I haven't played any of this, so I don't know if any of this is true, but it sounds probably accurate. Do you think Disney Speedstorm is dead? I forgot about Disney Speedstorm. Did the other racing game really have Pyro from Team Fortress 2? Is this really a thing? Pyro TF2 Racing. When TF2 was forced to race a blue hedgehog in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. Let me see this. Bro, the funny part is that I could be looking at this right now, and I don't know if this is like modded into the game or if this is actually part of the actual game, but I would 100% believe this is true. And if this really is true, then I guess the fact that, you know, people are talking about adding Minecraft Steve and SpongeBob to the new one that's gonna come out, I guess it wouldn't really surprise me. Let me see, Sonic Racing Transformed roster. Here we go. Okay, here's Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, gallery, gameplay, Dragon Cup, blah, blah, blah. Playable characters, here we go. Okay, so we got Sonic the Hedgehog, Miles, Eggman, Amy, Knuckles, Shadow, Metal Sonic, Ai. Okay, so you do have the little monkey, so I guess it's not surprising that he's making a comeback. Beat from Jet Set Radio, okay. BD Joe from Crazy Taxi. What? What? Eulala from Space Channel 5. I don't know what this is. Amigo from, I'm guessing more Super Monkey Ball. Alex Kidd. Ryu Hazuki. Me from Nintendo as a Nintendo exclusive. And Xbox Live Avatar. New characters. Okay, so these are new characters. Vice, Gilius, Joe, Musashi, Gum, Mimi, Pudding, Football Manager, Shogun. I'm not looking at... Okay, here we go. Wreck-It Ralph. Okay. Team Fortress, PC exclusive. Okay, so they did actually add Team Fortress characters. And what? They added the Yorks cast? They added YouTubers... Yeah, a famous Minecraft commentary YouTube gamers. Man, adding that to a racing game, that sounds kind of funny. That sounds actually kind of funny. You gonna stream Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 sometime? I'm planning on it. Yeah, I'm planning on it. Yeah, not today, but it's definitely on my mind. Disney Speedstorm. I forgot about that. Disney Speedstorm on Steam. Dude, I remember reading about this one recently. I forgot about it completely. Welcome to Disney Speedstorm. Drift into the Ultimate Hero-based combat racing game. They made racing into hero shooters. Oh boy. Yeah, I 100% forgot that this game existed. Isn't this one getting a lot of hate because it's a live service that basically has no players anymore? Bro, that gameplay looks so bad. That looks so bad. Do you see the way the carts move? They actually look so... They actually look so stiff. So stiff. Look at that. Bro, Mario Kart Double Dash has more life than this. Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo probably has a lot more life than this. This just looks really bad. Oh, wow. That's awful. And they're what, season 13? How many seasons does this have? It's already in my library. Oh, because it's a free-to-play. Yeah, see, I remember I got this one to check it out to play it eventually. I completely forgot about it. It's a free-to-play, battle pass-oriented, microtransaction-ridden video game. That much I do remember. Okay. Yeah, pay-to-win garbage. Don't invest time or money into this game. One of three things will happen if you do. You'll be free-to-play and spend well over a month just to get one racer to semi-competitive ready. Okay? Shut up. You'll put a few dollars to get started. It'll feel good at first until you realize how easily you can be outbid in ranked modes such as online races. You dump an unhealthy amount of money into the game, constantly winning with your wallet rather than skill progression. Eventually the game ends service since it can't rely on a few whales to keep it afloat, and you'll go to some other gacha. It better not have a loot box system. This thing better not have a loot box system. Well, there it is. Those are the people keeping the game afloat right here. These are the people keeping the game afloat. Wow, that's disgusting. That's so disgusting. What about Sonic Racers? All-Stars Racing. Yeah, is it this one? I guess this one's even more dead. 18 people. Oh man, that's even worse. 18 people here. That's gross. But it's okay because, you know, the other one will make a big comeback. We have to talk about the holy trinity of upcoming racing games, because we have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, we have Mario Kart World, but then there's also a third one. And it is Garfield Kart 2. I mean, we talked about this one recently. Garfield Kart 2, coming out September of 2025. I'm actually mildly interested in playing this one. Just a few of us here. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I am mildly interested in this one, only because of how big of a meme Garfield Kart 1 was. I don't think it's good enough to be able to sustain itself. Garfield Kart... Yeah, is it Furious Racing or the other one? Yeah, Furious Racing has 15 people playing it. What about the regular one? Yeah, Garfield Kart, 47. Okay. It's surprising that it has so many good reviews, you know, based off how many people are actually playing it. I guess it, you know, it is live service. You know, live service eventually just dies. Oh, but wait, no, this is actually miserable. Yeah, never mind. This is just terrible. Yeah, you can't sustain a game like this. Oh, man. Yeah, but I completely forgot about Disney Speedstorm. I 100% genuinely forgot about it. But yeah, with the biggest leaks that happened in Sonic... Here it is. Yeah, with the biggest leaks happening and with Sonic Adventure, I keep calling it Adventure, Sonic Cross World Racing, this is just... Obviously, it's kind of like a PR nightmare for the developers. You know, it kind of sucks when the game that you work so hard on and you want to, like, surprise people with, like, some really awesome reveals kind of ends up getting leaked like this. But at the same time, it's kind of like a racing game, you know? Like, I don't know if this is more damaging to the game for this sort of stuff to be leaked early, or if this is actually good for the game as a whole, you know? Because I don't know if you guys know, but some gaming companies, some game studios actually work alongside leakers to allow leaks to happen. I don't know if you guys knew about that. I think I remember that happening in Apex Legends, where in Apex Legends, the leakers are in contact with the developers, and the developers tell the leakers what they're allowed to leak and what they're not allowed to leak, which is kind of weird, you know? But I guess it's a good compromise. You know, you work so hard on making sure that your game, you know, the reveals are hype. You know, everyone's hype. It's all cool. Everybody's motivated, right? So I'm guessing if the leaker finds something that's a little bit too early in development that you don't want to show off yet, obviously the company's going to be forced to take action. So yeah, there are some cases out there where companies will straight up work alongside leakers and give them a little bit of leeway when it comes to, like, still being able to do their stuff, leak as much as they want, as long as it's within, like, the guidelines. Which kind of then, you know, defeats the purpose of leaking. Because at that point, you're kind of just leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for leakers to find. So again, like I mentioned, I'm not sure if, like, this sort of leak can always be considered a bad thing, because sometimes it is considered, you know, a way for people, the community, to get hyped, you know? But at least from my opinion, like, whenever I see gameplay footage like this so early, it kind of just demotivates me. You know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, the big reveal's over. The big reveal's over. It kind of just, it makes me feel like how movie trailers make me feel. You know, I'm a big fan of movies, I'm a big fan of video games, but not when I see a trailer or too much gameplay of it. Usually that turns me off. Like, I think when it came to Monster Hunter Wilds, which is the latest AAA game that I actually bought, I didn't see any trailers for it, I didn't see any gameplay, I didn't see anything about it. It was literally just, the game comes out this day, and that's it. The game came out, and I was like, I'm buying it, and everything's a first-hand experience, and I get to see everything for the first time. And I feel like that's, like, the best way for you to be able to enjoy media like this. Alright, this is kind of funny. I have no idea who this person is. Probably a Sonic character. But yeah, the fact that we're getting all of this in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, kind of fun, kind of funny. I feel Fortnite's stealing games by adding modes really good on it, like rocket racing. Is rocket racing even still a thing? Like, I know it was doing fine, but I don't know if it was actually... I don't know if it actually went anywhere at the end of the day. Like, I think that's one of those sort of game modes that were released. It was kind of hyped at first, and then people just stopped playing it, you know? I think I remember hearing something about that, rocket racing stopping development. Okay, no, this is just... Rocket Racing has its own subreddit. Cool. This is from a few months ago. Who said Rocket Racing is dead 5 months ago, so it's obviously super outdated. But it does have, You suck. Anyways, yeah, it does have 159,000 people at this point in time. So I think I might have just, like, you know, read the update wrong or something. It just said Epic says Fortnite's Rocket Racing is ending themed updates. So probably just like themed updates and just going about with regular updates. The point is that I don't think it was that popular. I don't think it was that groundbreaking. Or maybe I'm just like super uninformed in the whole aspect. And maybe it is wildly popular. I don't know. Wouldn't know how to tell you. So yeah, that's like been the whole discussion that I've seen on social media today. Everybody's talking about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and the only reception I hear for, I mean, the only criticism, the only commentary I hear for Mario Kart World is just all the criticism that we're hearing about it. That's all. You know, despite all these characters, though, I still think that, you know, the people who are on X thinking about how this is gonna kill Mario Kart World, that's just a bunch of cope. Unfortunately, that's just a huge amount of copium. It's gonna do okay. It's gonna be a good game, but it's not gonna compete with Mario Kart World by any means. Garfield Kart, though. This one we'll have to wait and see. This one could definitely be a groundbreaking experience, for sure. For sure. Now, this is the kind of game that you end up getting, you end up getting because you want to make fun of it. That's all. That's all. Let's see, what else I got? I just opened up a bunch of random tabs and I was like, this looks newsworthy. This looks newsworthy. Oh, Unreal Fest 2025. All the news from Epic's show. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about this. Yeah, Epic Games 2025 edition of its Unreal Fest conference is set to kick off on June 3rd in Orlando. So that was yesterday, literally yesterday. And said here, like, this is just like the main key points. A lot more AI characters are coming to Fortnite. I mean, if you have a big player base, you can add any new mode and be so good. Like Marvel Rivals add TFT mode today on update. Did they? I gotta check that out. I haven't seen it. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, if you have a big enough player base, you can risk fracturing the player base because you have more than enough to go around. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. People were having a lot of fun with the AI Darth Vader. I know that there's some people, especially in like the voice acting community, who are actually very, very upset at the fact that, you know, Fortnite started implementing AI characters. It says AI Darth Vader was a huge hit in Fortnite. Now Epic plans to let creators make AI-powered NPCs for their own in-game experiences. But a senior Epic executive says the creators should expect a learning curve when using them, something Epic had to figure it out on its own. The AI Vader that Epic made lets users talk to the character using voice and hear an AI-generated version of James Earl Jones' Vader voice to talk back. It was the culmination of a very intense effort for a character everybody understands. Interesting. Like, this has always been the one point in gaming where people have actually wanted to have AI. Fortnite add AI to Creative 2 on next update? Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to see how it actually performs. It could crash and burn. It could be a huge success. I don't really know. You know, it could be something completely awesome, but it might not be at all. But the fact that they're being creative with it, you know, it's interesting. It's understandable. Like, this is the sort of AI that gamers have always been interested in, you know? Because the fact that you can, you know, have an NPC that can have infinity amount of different dialogues, if done properly, it could be very interesting. The problem is that when it was first showcased by Nvidia a couple of years ago, they had like the most bland responses ever made, and it kind of just like turned everyone off from the concept. But if you have something like the AI Darth Vader, you know, that could be actually interesting. It could be actually interesting. The voice acting community is super upset about it, understandably. I can understand why. You know, their jobs are literally being threatened because of this. But it's something that's kind of it's been coming for the long time now. You know, and it's something that a lot of people are very excited about. Okay, it said the Witcher 4 tech demo ran on base PS5 to show how much we can optimize. Cool. Tim Sweeney didn't expect a 5-year Fortnite ban. Oh, this is just talking about the whole issue with Fortnite being banned from the App Store. Yeah, Apple kicked the game off in 2020 after Epic snuck in an in-app payment mechanism that violated App Store rules at the time. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney knew that the choice would result in fireworks, but he initially expected the app would return quite a bit sooner. That's kind of on you, though. That's kind of on you. You know, we can talk about how unfair or how aggressive the monetization is for apps on the App Store, especially when it comes from a developer standpoint, how much of a huge chunk Apple takes from the microtransactions and like the in-app purchases. But you know, at the end of the day, it is literally what they do. You know, it's if it's in the TOS and you break TOS, you're obviously gonna get banned. By the way, what game will you play today? I'm not planning on playing any games today. If anything, I'll probably dibble-dabble on something like Roblox or something. But it is a pretty late night stream. I'm just here to chill and relax and just chat and kind of just go with whatever is happening on the news. Alright, Epic is bringing AI Darth Vader's tech to Fortnite creators. I'm kind of interested how that's going to be. Yeah, they already mentioned that it's going to have a learning curve, and that's going to suck for people, you know, figuring out the first time, but we might have some really interesting, you know, interactions here. Some handy new Epic Game Store features. Preloading is coming to Epic's digital game shop on PC and mobile, and the company also announced that it's opening up self-publishing for developers. Oh yeah, I saw that. The Epic Game Store is going very developer-friendly, which is really nice. Really, really nice. Epic is making it easier to create meta humans. We already saw this. Okay. Yeah, no, I remember seeing a clip that was just like them showcasing the AI, you know, like the AI voiceover for characters. I saw a clip about that, and it seemed pretty interesting. It seemed pretty interesting. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I just don't save stuff. I just like, I see it and I'm like, that seems interesting to talk about, and then I just forget to save it. Unreal AI voice. Let me see if I can find it. No, all I'm seeing is this stuff. Yeah, it's over, actors. This new AI by Meta can make... This is from April. This is a while ago. Yeah, I think it's morally wrong that Fortnite is using Unreal to push AI voices, and trying to replace real hardworking voice actors is never a good choice on any level. Here's the thing, I understand this person's point of view. If this person is a voice actor and, you know, they're afraid of being replaced, unfortunately, well, we're way past the point where anything about that can be done. Hey Tara, how's it going? Yeah, we are way past the the point where any of this is just like, you know, where you can actually do something about it. Like I mentioned this a while ago, that voice actors, they had either two choices. They had two choices back in the day. Right now they probably only have one, maybe. But when AI voice actings and AI voiceovers started popping up, you basically had the option to either shut it down completely, which is probably not going to happen, you know, and that's the point where you could probably just move on and change careers, or you could actually work with the industry, and for example, like how they did with AI Darth Vader, you know, to see if you get some sort of deal with the royalties. Like, I understand and admire the fact that they're on a strike. Cool. I appreciate the fact that you're fighting for your rights, but unfortunately, you know, it's a field that is easily replaceable, and if a company has to choose between caving into the demands of a union and paying a lot of voice actors for a lot of different roles to record lines individually versus training training an AI off of just like one person and letting them, you know, sort of develop that, I'm pretty sure the company who wants to maximize profits will probably go the AI route. Like, the time to do something about this was a long time ago, and unfortunately, reality hits you all the same. Doesn't matter how much you try to deny it. This looks weird. No, I can't find the... Yeah, I can't find the Epic Games one. I can't seem to find it. But yeah, in a funny conversation, while everybody's super hyped up about the fact that AI in video gaming is sort of like starting to implement itself in a way that's actually passable, you know, because for the longest time people were afraid like, oh, we're gonna get Call of Duty six-fingered zombies. And that was awful. That was pretty awful. But properly implementing it into video games is actually, you know, it can actually push video games to be even cooler if done properly. But one thing that's really been suffering lately has been the crypto gaming industry. This has really been... I saw this and I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I totally forgot that crypto video games were a thing. People were trying to make this into an actual thing. I 100% forgot about that. It's just like ever since Dr. Disrespect and Midnight Society completely crashed down and burned, I thought that was the end for crypto video games, honestly. But then I completely forgot that Off the Grid is a crypto video game, and that one is... What is Off the Grid? That one's on Steam, right? Off the Grid. I don't think that one's on Steam, right? Because it is a crypto game, and Steam is like very anti-crypto. Oh wait, no, it is on Steam. No, it's not on Steam. Never mind. It's not on Steam. Okay, so I guess we can't really know what the player count for this game is. But yeah, apparently people were just like jumping ship. They were 100% jumping ship, just like how people were super obsessed with the metaverse back in the day, and then they shifted from metaverse to NFTs. Well, then afterwards we went from NFTs to crypto video games, but the moment that AI started becoming popular, the crypto market in terms of like crypto video games and all those projects, you know, the Web3, the development of the future of the internet with Web3 and all that stuff, that just that went, you know, into the dumpster, straight into the dumpster. People just forgot about it and moved straight to AI. Right, I got a lot of ads on crypto games. It's so cringe. Yeah. Why do people talk about AI like it doesn't cost money? Like it doesn't cost money? Well, it does cost money. That's the thing. It does cost money. But it costs a substantially less amount of money versus, you know, actors, unfortunately. I made a crypto game. Can I see it? I'm curious. Can I see it? Hey, Ronnie, what's up? Yeah, from Dead Drop to Neon Heroes and plenty in between, many promising crypto games have closed up shop this year. These are the biggest so far. Dude, crypto gaming has experienced a growing trend of games and studios shutting down because people don't care about this stuff. They just literally do not care about this stuff anymore. game creators are struggling to find funding to complete development, among other commonly cited issues. Alright, let's see. What's the list? Alright, some games like Godzilla games Off the Grid have punched through a broader audience, gaining adoption from top streamers and gamers alike, albeit ahead of full blockchain integration. Ah, that's why people like Off the Grid. Because it's not a fully integrated NFT game yet. That's why. It's only half an NFT game. Well, I really thought it was like fully functional with the blockchain. I didn't know it was just like halfway there. I didn't know they were like halfway. Alright, but many other games and studios are building with tokens, are struggling to find players and maintain funding. Okay, so yeah, we got Dead Drop. Everybody knows Midnight Society, the creators of Dead Drop. Honestly, after they removed Dr. Disrespect, that was the end. That was the end. It was a game studio that was literally being carried by Dr. Disrespect, and once all the drama and all the shit hit the fan with the stuff that happened with Dr. Disrespect, that was basically the end of Midnight Society. Like, this is what happens when you build an entire multi-million-dollar empire based off of what singular figure, based off a single person. Alright, then we have Ember Sword. Ethereum game Ember Sword at one point received more than $200 million in pledges for an NFT land sale, conveying the level of hype around the metaverse gaming land NFTs in 2021. Yeah, what the hell were people thinking about in 2021? Man, those lockdowns really did something to our brains, didn't they? They really did something, huh? By the way, why don't you think about making a game? I'm not a game developer. I'm a game enjoyer. It's like, I don't know. It's like me and tattoos. I like looking at tattoos. I don't like having tattoos. You know, so when it comes to, it's the same thing with video games. I like to look at video games. I like to play video games, but I know that the fact, you know, the art of creating a video game takes a lot of work. What's your take on the Danny disappearance? It's understandable. If you had a community, if you built up a community that basically turned into the very same reason that you want to like just stop streaming altogether, and not streaming, you know, just making videos altogether, I would totally understand why. You know, it sucks. He was like one of my favorite developers. I love watching his videos. Muck is still one of my favorite games to this day, you know? It really is. It's just a nice little cozy video game. Even though it's supposed to be, you know, a quick little janky funny game. But yeah, maybe he'll be back one day. Yeah, maybe. But if he's comfortable, if he's happy, if he's doing everything that he wants to be doing right now and he doesn't feel like he wants to come back, or if he just wants to like work in peace, you just gotta respect the man's wishes. I don't know, but Battle Royale games is getting so boring. Yeah. Yeah, we just need to like do something else. Right now, extraction shooters are sort of making a comeback. Or you know, we're getting Ember Sword. You know, developer Brightstar Studios cited a lack of funding. Okay, so the MMORPG, it was an MMORPG, cool, entered closed beta. Oh, so there was actually gameplay of this stuff. Oh no, man. Oh no. Dude, this is what I mean when it comes to freaking crypto games. They all look like they were basically just hyper-rushed browser-based games. That's all. That's all. The problem with crypto video games is that people care about the token, they care about the money, and then like the actual game development is an afterthought. It's an afterthought. They just leave that for the end. Once they get the millions of dollars, they're like, okay, so does anybody here know how to make a video game? You? You know? Okay, you're lead developer now. You? Do you know? No? Nobody knows? I guess we'll just keep the money. This is so funny. Like, look at this gameplay. Bro, this is giving Toontown vibes. This is giving... The aesthetics look like Toontown. Oh my god. This is so bad. It really is. This is actually terrible. This is actually terrible. Forged together in glory? I guess not anymore, right? I guess not anymore. Right, if this came out in 1995, 11-year-old me would be excited. That's actually very true. That's 100% very true. You know, based off the graphics, it is actually a very good game for 2003. You know, this is technically better than RuneScape, which came out in 2004. Damn, technically. Oh, but then again, World of Warcraft released at around the same time, and World of Warcraft was amazing when it came out, you know? Visually, I mean. This just looks bad. This just looks really bad. So yeah, Ember Sword. It died because of a lack of funding. Right. Drew criticism from players after moving chains multiple times in search of a permanent home. It's since gone offline. Oh, so they tried to go from Ethereum to, I'm guessing, Solana, to this, to this, to that. Is it better, though? I don't know. This is, it just looks terrible. Right, we explored every possible way forward, but in today's market, where even some of the most promising projects are shutting down, we couldn't find a path to keep building, the project said. Maybe try making a good video game, right? That's all. That is literally all. Like, I respect the fact that they gave it a shot and then they wanted to do something because, you know, putting your face out there, making a video game is difficult. I understand that, you know? But still, if you want to make something for gamers, you have to think, entertain the gamers first. Entertainment first, monetization later. That's why Dead Drop was actually going somewhere. That's why it had a lot of potential, and that's why Off the Grid is actually, you know, going somewhere. Even if it's, I don't know how it's doing lately. But the fact that they are player focused and it was made by gamers, you know, people who actually enjoy video games, it had potential. But when I look at Ember Sword and the gameplay, it kind of looks like some guy just watched a couple of MMORPGs after not knowing anything about video games, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's people like that, right? Just, by the way, how's the chain going? How's the money?" Oh man, yeah, 100% is super annoying. Just make a good game first. I have to admit, our first game is just a Flappy Bird clone, but it serves a different purpose. The guy I'm working with, I had to tell them we need to make a good game first, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you have $200 million, that's basically AAA levels of development. You know, AAA levels of development, and the best thing you can come up with is something that looks worse than World of Warcraft 2004, 2005, whenever it came out. Okay, next one, Neon Heroes. All right. Neon Heroes, the Solana cat mech shooter game. Okay, that sounds kind of fun. Cat mech shooter. That sounds genuinely fun. The game, which had racked up more than 250,000 wishlist editions across PC gaming platforms, was unable to secure the necessary funding to complete development and push ahead with its planned full launch next winter. Okay, its closure rendered its Neon Solana token useless, plummeting its value to more than 99% of its all-time... Oh man, what a rug pull. What a rug pull. Let me see this one.
Every battle has that moment when defeat feels endless.
Okay.
But defeat isn't the end. It's a lesson. As my brother taught me, the fuel to rise stronger. Master the...
Not a fan of the cat aesthetics. Yeah, I don't know why they chose to put cats, you know, instead of just like awesome, cool looking heroes, but this looks weird. This looks really, really weird. I don't know how I feel about it, other than the fact that it's just weird. Alright, I didn't watch your Schedule 1 video yet. Can you give us your take real quick? Schedule 1 good. That's why GTA 6 is getting delayed? I don't know. Okay, this one looks like it could go somewhere. Or at least it was going somewhere.
Because in Neon Heroes,
there's always another chance. Neon Heroes. Winter 2025.
Again,
Find
not
out more on the...
Yeah, again, not a fan of the whole cat thing. Kind of weird, to be honest. But the gameplay seemed passable. Yeah, the game, this reminds me of maybe Battleborn. You know, games from that era. Maybe it was like the 2016, 2015. You know, everything that got killed when Overwatch 2016 released, this looks like something that would die to Overwatch 2016.
Heroes.
And this was 2 months ago. Oh, it was only, the teaser trailer was only 2 months ago. And it's already dead. Huh. Okay, I guess it just really went nowhere. They were trying to bait me. Oh, no. I'll send you a DM later? Okay. Alright. It's been a difficult last few months. 9Live CEO and creative director Max Fu told Decrypt following the announcement. Currently, we are exploring acquisition of the studio and or the IP. Some discussions are underway, but I suspect it may take some time to finalize a decision. Okay. This is a weird game. But it's not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm sorry, thought you looked like a better version of Andrew Tate. We don't even have the same head shape. I get that comment a lot. And I understand. But we don't even have the same head shape. At least I don't think so. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Do we have the same head shape? I don't think so. Let me make that face. What way is he looking? He's looking at that way, right? It's like something with the eyebrows. We definitely have different eyebrows. There's definitely something with the eyebrows. No, you have a more cool face? I think my face is definitely softer. Like, if there's anything... If I can see a difference, it's just like, my face is softer. My features are rounder. Yeah, my features are definitely rounder. But then again, it could just be the camera. I don't know. Could just be the camera. But yeah, I get that comment a lot. I get the whole Andrew Tate comment a lot. You're the superior one? Oh no, man. One of us is a billionaire. The other one isn't. And then, unfortunately, in a world like ours, money means a lot. So I can be something else. I can be the Puerto Rican one. Yeah, I'm the Puerto Rican one, and he's the rich one. Just like in a bald guy tier list, where would I land? I don't know. Hopefully high. Hopefully high. Keep in mind we made the game without funding, but it's used to showcase real-time airdrops on Polkadot's network. Next we'll be getting proper funding for real games. Okay, interesting. You have a more cool face, your brain. You have the I'm just a chill guy vibes. Hold up, they were trying to sell tokens? Yeah, remember that when it comes to like crypto video games, they're always tied to a token. Yeah, they're always tied to a token, and this one, well, the token, as soon as the game failed, just tanked 99% of its value. It's awful. It's awful. Alright, Realms of Valyria. A funding issue. Bro, these games, they all die because of a lack of money. That's all. Like, it looks like we covered the important ones. This one is just like, okay, funding issue also signal the apparent end, at least for now. For Realms of Valyria, the game which was initially expected to launch on Treasure's blockchain. They really will just name cryptos literally everything. Like, I don't know about you guys, and I don't know the state of cryptocurrency as it is right now. I started crypto, like, I started learning about crypto right after Dashcoin, I think it was. Yeah. Right after Dashcoin, when I started like learning about it, Dashcoin was already like not popular. Before they started all the stupid meme coins. Then again, that's always been a thing. Before meme coins and before literally everybody could make a meme coin start like getting popular. Candyland, a FNAF clone. that relied on the Bitcoin NFT. The Bitcoin NFT. That's just a thirst trap based on the video. The Bitcoin. There's an NFT for the Bitcoin? Like, not Bitcoin the coin, but like, what the hell is the Bitcoin? The Bitcoin NFT. Can Bitcoin actually create NFTs? I didn't know that. They must be very inefficient then. Yeah, we'll explain what Bitcoin NFTs are, how they're created, and what NFT infrastructure currently exists in the Bitcoin ecosystem. I thought NFTs were strictly like Ethereum and lower. I didn't know that Bitcoin could create NFTs. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I mentioned, this is not my area of expertise. I messed that up. I meant NFT. I thought it was the same thing. Oh, no. I mean, maybe it can. I don't know. Maybe it can. Again, I haven't dabbled or dibbled and dabbled on cryptocurrency in a very long time. But yeah, we also have Symbiogenesis. Final Fantasy creator Square Enix will bring its Ethereum-based blockchain game Symbiogenesis to an end this July. Creator of Final Fantasy. What? Symbiogenesis preview, everything you need to know about Square Enix's NFT game. But yeah, it's just like I mentioned. All the NFT games are crashing and burning. Yeah, the moment that AI video gaming started taking off and becoming a much more viable future, a much more viable possibility for gaming in the future, everything that was related to blockchain gaming just crashed and burned immediately. The Mystery Society, the Walking Dead Empires, this I didn't even know. But I do know that Gala Games is known for, like, working with NFT games. Yeah, zombie-themed MMORPG The Walking Dead Empires will find its way to the graveyard. Metalcore, mech shooter metalcore. Dude, everything's dying. Literally, this is the apocalypse for NFT video games. This is the apocalypse. Everything is shutting down, man. Mojo AI, it says Mojo Melee. Oh, a fighting game sounds actually kind of fun. Oh wait, no, this is an auto battler. Okay. Dude, the apocalypse is upon them. Hello there. Hey, Kahuna dude, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, crypto is laughable when it comes to gaming, but there are some serious projects worth mentioning, like FIFA Rivals, NFL Rivals, and Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins is still a thing? Dude, I remember hearing that back in like 2022, 2023. Those things are still a thing? Are they making a video game? Yeah, Pudgy Penguins home? Pudgy World? The ice is melting soon. Pudgy World's on ice beta, but the fun is warming up. Drop your email to get notified. Okay. What am I looking at here? Yeah, I love the resolution. Dude, is this just gonna be like a Club Penguin or something? Like, if I was Pudgy Man, if I was in charge of this project, I'd be like, bro, let's turn it into this next club, the next Club Penguin. This has potential. Okay, this is all a big little funny trailer. Is there no gameplay, right? Nope, no gameplay. Okay. They're gonna be NFTs in this? Okay. Yeah, I hate how these projects are always so obscure. They're always super, super obscure. Yeah, someone's definitely gonna mix AI and cryptocurrency games. That could be a thing. Yeah, there's a possibility that could happen. Have you ever played Route 96? No, I've never heard of that. Cryptocurrency is bad for your health. Type Bitpocalypse. What's the Rivals thing? I don't know, I didn't see it. When crypto bros realize they need brains and can't make games on AI alone. I mean, if they manage to merge both of them, something could happen. I don't know. Bitpocalypse. Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. It doesn't show up anything. What about the Bored Apes video game? Do you guys remember that? Like, it was literally just like a Fortnite. It was basically just like an Unreal Engine video game. Several games incorporate Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs or their IP. These include Dookie Dash Unclogged, a game where you play as where players compete for prizes using Bored Ape avatars, and Wrecking League. The Bored Apes NFT game is literally about chasing shit. That sounds fun. The Bored Ape Metaverse went live. It looks like, can I access that? How do I access that? How do I get to the Metaverse? The Bored Ape Metaverse went live. It looks like a browser-based 3D chat room from 2013, but without the ability to actually chat. Performance is very choppy, but you can twerk your money. Well worth the $70,000 required to enter. I need to know how to play this. I need to know how to play this. Oh, man. Yeah, it really cost them $300 million. The $300 million Bored Ape Yacht Club Metaverse looks awful in its first big test. Let me see. NFT-powered Metaverse. Apes come home. We'll have to see this. No, now's the time for Nintendo to create their own NFTs. God, no. Please, no. I could buy a house or car with that money. Technically, we could do anything in our lives with that money. Yeah. Are there any videos of this? Oh, you're about to be surprised. And not in a good way. Bored Ape, game. Here we go, Yuga Labs. Yeah, here we go. The Other Side trailer. Yeah, you can see people talking about it a while ago. Okay, where's the gameplay trailer, though? Give me the gameplay. This is just like a funny little, like, hey guys, this is what we're doing. Oh wait, I think there is gameplay here. Is there? Let me see. I don't know if this music is copyrighted. I don't feel like getting copyright struck. A lot of my streams have been getting copyright claimed. I don't like it. No, it's literally no gameplay. But I know that they showed gameplay of this. Right, this game costs thousands of dollars. Bored Ape Yacht Club made the best game ever. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure this is a true statement right here. Oh, God, I clicked it. Whoop. George NFT's Other Side first trip was insane. Bored Ape Yacht Club's Metaverse gameplay. Here we go.
People, what is going on?
Sure. Let's see. Gameplay. Here we go. Okay, so you go in. Right, I guess you select a region or something. There's a sad story about game from Scam Dev. They got 100K from people to support the game after the beta. Then they canceled the game and scammed the people. The game was called Bulletville. I've never heard of that one. Okay, here we go. What the hell am I looking at? I thought this was a game about monkeys. I could just use a Bored Ape VR model on VR chat and save me some money. That's actually true. What is this? I thought this game was about monkeys. What's with the robots? So this is supposed to be like the big thing that costs $70,000 to enter. How many players is that? Probably a lot, to be honest. I don't get it. They're just running around. That's the big reveal. It's just literally running around. Are they going somewhere? Okay, so yeah, they all run and they reach the top of the mountain. It looks like a Fortnite map based off what I can see over here and over here. Okay. Oh man, this is awful. This is awful. Wait, where's it say? Yeah. Check this out, check this out, check this out. This is literally emotionally awesome. Codas are the bestest. Legendary loot. Vote Trump. I like turtles. What color is your Bugatti? How do you run? Sphere time. Dude, this is just a chat room from 2007. That's it. This is just a chat room from 2007. That's how they behave. Oh, they held a concert inside the video game? What? What?
I just know freaking Blue and Curtis teased the shit out of everybody right there, and it was absolutely.
Okay, it's just commentary. It's just a commentary video. Okay. And then here... That's it. That's all it. That is it. So yeah, this is the Bored Ape gameplay. I did remember seeing a little bit where there was actually like some monkeys. Let me go to Yuga Labs. These are the people who own Bored Apes. Let me see. Last time they updated something. Here we go. Okay, we can actually see some stuff here. Yeah, we can actually see some stuff. Dookie Dash, unclogged. Apes come home. This was the trailer. Alright, I'm guessing this was supposed to happen, right? Everybody was gonna have their own avatars, their own personal avatars in the game like this lined up, and you could just, like everybody knows that's you, right? Because that's your skin, and you can't change your skin. Because you want to show off the fact that you spent $70,000 on your little funny monkey. But what ended up happening is that everybody looked like a robot. And then I'm guessing, like, this is the other thing, right? They came out with a mobile game called Dookie Dash. Okay. It seems... The video game seems... Okay, this told me nothing. What about this one? Yeah, I'm guessing this is the actual reveal. The community is hype. Okay. General rule of thumb, when you have to tell people that the is hyped, that's never really a good sign. If someone has to tell you that the community is hyped, that's usually a really, really bad indicator of how hyped the community really is, because I'm pretty sure that they're not. I'm pretty sure nobody is hyped for Dookie Dash. I gotta go, catch you later. Alright. Some fans does. I don't know about that. Maybe because they didn't want to cause a UV light disaster again, so make a concert online. Maybe. Build with the community. What are you building? Oh, are you getting new monkeys if you play this? Dude. Here's my question. How do you go from AAA development of something that looked like it was going to be the next Fortnite, but with monkeys, but with like the Bored Apes? How do you go from that to literally a mobile game? Like, this literally looks like the kind of game that would be on the background of most people's TikToks. That's what it looks like. So yeah, even the successful cryptocurrency games are still crashing and burning. They're still doing awful. It's awful, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. Man, the Pudgy Penguins game, it better be a freaking Club Penguin game, because if not, it's gonna crash and burn too. But yeah, the Walking Dead Ethereum NFT game is about to be killed off. This one's dead. This one's dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're 100% all dead. Check out Bulletville. Okay, Bulletville. Let's just take this tab out of here. Here we go. Bulletville, the new multiplayer parkour hero shooter. Is this the one? What is this? On a planet full of treasures with no laws, choose your hero, wage hell on your enemies in the name of fame, fortune, and wanton carnage. Game Round Inc. Alright, 681 backers pledged over $100,000 to help bring this project to life. So what exactly happened? What's the drama? Let me see. Usually you can just go to the comments. The comments usually tell you. Okay, super backer 4 months ago. On May 23, 2021, I backed this project with the assurance that I would be giving a Steam key for this title upon release based on their Kickstarter marketing and Steam platform logo. Epic Games began incentivizing developers to move to their platforms on March 2023 when they added self-publishing options to the Epic Game Store. Developers can list their games for a one-time fee of $100, with Epic conducting some minimum oversight over these games. Thus, I was never given a key usable for Steam. I was offered a key for a platform I don't use, which to me is like buying... Okay, this is... Sorry, but this is not that big of a deal. Let's see. Another Kickstarter project you regret backing. Over 3 months since the last update. That's always a great sign of a project that's going well. Hey, Christopher. Yep, sadly, Bulletville is paused and we're raising funds to resume development. And that was 2 years ago. What's been happening on now? I would like to use a Steam key. I would like a Steam key for this game. I don't use Epic. Is that really the only thing that people are upset about? That they decided to release on Epic, not Steam? Like, I understand how that can be, like, an inconvenience. Some people don't like using the Epic Games Launcher. I personally don't use it, you know, I really don't. But when it comes to Kickstarter projects like this, you know, if that's really the game-breaking situation for you, that it's just like, oh, I have to launch Epic Games instead of doing this. That's weird. That's kind of weird. No, they canceled the full game? Okay, where can I find that? I wouldn't be a crybaby about that. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. It's like saying, Minecraft, for example, right? It's like Minecraft being released for the first time after you supported it as a Kickstarter, and Notch goes ahead and tells you, oh, by the way, I had to launch it over here instead of over here because of XYZ. You know? I would probably be like, oh, okay, whatever. I guess I'll just launch it over here then. That's fine. It's an inconvenience if I don't use the launcher, but it's not really like a game-breaking thing. And if I love the game, if I like it that much, then I'm not gonna mind, you know? On Reddit. Okay, let me actually see. Bulletville Reddit. For context, do we have a trailer about it first? I want to see what the game is about before we keep talking about it. Bulletville. Here we go. I'm guessing these are the same people, right? Shut up. Yeah, is this it? Bulletville? Bulletville is a new multiplayer third-person parkour hero shooter. Yeah, it's this one, right? New multiplayer parkour hero shooter. Yeah. Except it says here it was created by Game Rounds, and this one says something else. Let's go to Bulletville.com. Bulletville trailer. This is what we gotta look at. This is what we gotta look at.
What would you do if you were the richest man in the universe? Well, I am the richest man in the universe, and I bought a planet! Welcome to New Montana.
Okay, that's cool. That's funny.
On the edge of the universe, home to
4 years ago.
Outlaws from across the galaxy. Space bandits.
Let's give them hell.
Bounty hunters.
Woo! Baby, I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
Assassins.
This will be my finest work.
4 years ago, right? Yeah, 4 years ago. So 2021.
This is gonna be awesome.
And it looks.
Mercenaries.
Geartooth is ready, thanks to a nutritious breakfast.
Cosmic angels.
I've already picked out my field research playlist.
Angry teenagers.
Okay, we're just gonna get a credit of every single character. It's like when you see the sitcoms and it's just like you get every single name of every single actor going like this person. Okay, so we got the maps, right? Frozen Post, Traversham. Okay, how's the gameplay look like though? Show me the gameplay. Here we go.
Could you describe your final sensation? Options for science.
We're gonna crush them all.
The idea of a parkour hero shooter sounds kind of fun, though. I will give them that. That sounds like a really fun idea. Rocket launchers, we love to see those. This is Katana. She has my back.
Place in the universe where you and your friends can wage bloody, fast-paced parkour combat.
I love this.
In the name of fame and fortune.
You're telling me this is dead?
King or die an awesome death. Bulletville. The action is here.
Yeah, you're
I'm Tarbos Wayward, and I approve this message.
Okay, so... Yeah, I get a privacy error if I try to go into bulletville.com. RIP. Okay, this is scam. Let's look at the comments. This actually saddens me, reminds me of so many within this genre who just never took off, and this time I wanted to see it succeed. This is so cool to see, blah, 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 blah. This is just a trailer and I love the game already. It does look like a fun game. But let's look at the Reddit now. Maybe we'll find the juice in the Reddit. Bulletville Reddit. Here we go. Okay, so this is where the drama is at, right? Yo, what's good, man? Never seen you stream this late. Yeah, I had a pretty late morning. The way that it works is that I usually, like, make a short and then I stream afterwards. Today's short took me forever to make. Forever. So I'm streaming up late. Right, Bulletville's hosting a Q&A 3 years ago. Bulletville, old horse, blah, 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 blah. Safe assets. This shot from 4 years ago. I'm not seeing anything relating to any drama or anything. All this stuff is super dead. Let me see. Can I just go by new? Yeah. Is this Reddit locked or something? I don't really know how Reddit works, guys. I don't use Reddit that often. So I have no idea how this works. I don't know if this is locked or just like literally nobody's commenting or everything has been deleted. Bulletville Reddit. Let me actually look for a different one. Alright. Here we go. We're moving our project, Bulletville, from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5 over the last month. Testing the new movement mechanics. Oh, dude, whenever you do this, that's a lot of work. I can understand why there would be a delay. Alright, for more information, Bulletville is a PvP parkour hero shooter. We know this. Will the game need a central server to play? Currently, we have it set up so we as a studio will have the servers running. Looking awesome. Okay, that's just it. That's just it. It's under the indie dev tag, too. Okay, so I'm still not finding anything related to the links to whether it is a scam or not. Yep. One last thing I want to look for is Bulletville, what happened? Bulletville is a sham. Season 1. Bulletville is a game built fully in Unreal Engine. Bulletville is so good. Funny exchange. Yeah, I'm not finding any links or anything. Join the Discord server from the YouTube channel. That's actually a good one. Yeah, that's actually a good one. Let me look it up. Bulletville. Wait a minute. Where's my music? Okay, here we go. Dude, I'm doing some investigative journaling right now. Investigative. All right, here we go. All right, let's do some stalking here. Let's see. What do you want notifications for? Let's go for game news, Discord news, social news. I don't think I'm going to stay in the server very long. Agree to the rules. All right, general chat. This is from 2025. Okay, here we go. I'm holding on. Rip Bulletville. I played in one of the playtests years ago. I guess you guys can't see the message. Yeah, you could read the news channel or read any previous message in the channel, but they had to stop development because they ran out of money. Okay, so that's just it. Welcome, Guidelines Game News. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's been a while since we made an update regarding Bulletville here, so let's get to it. We've paused the development of Bulletville due to funding and fully intend on releasing Bulletville. This was in 2023. But any roadmap or timeline given are no longer accurate and will be revised. We will post a new one as soon as we can. So what now? To raise funds, we'll be releasing Super Snappy, a social gaming platform. What is this? What are we doing here? A social gaming platform where you build your own avatar, hang out with friends, and play games? Kind of like Roblox, but better? Is that even a thing? In Super Snappy, we'll be releasing a game called Guns and Rockets. What is Guns and Rockets? Bulletville without the heroes. We'll have a game modes editor. It's hang out with friends game, parkour, and guns, sort of Bulletville sandbox mode. Well, if you ran out of money to finish Bulletville, but somehow you still have enough money to make an entire social media gaming platform, on top of that you have the money to release games on that gaming platform, it's just... What? What? You've been invited to join a server, Noah.io. What are we looking at here? Let's actually look up Super Snappy. What the hell is this? I'm gonna have to do some deep research on this. This makes no sense. Alright, because we don't have money to make the game we have been promising for years, we're releasing crappy Roblox. They got 100k from the people. We need the Cycle Frontier. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, when I look up Super Snappy, it's just this. Super Snappy game. Super Snappy is a social gaming platform built on Web3. There it is. There it is. Web3, offering free multiplayer games and social features. It's designed for casual play with friends and includes features like user profiles, friends finder, group, and clans. The platform uses a digital currency for in-game transactions and governance. Okay, where is this Super Snappy? Play Super Snappy Bowling. Play it on Snapchat. Is it a Snapchat thing? Yeah, so just Roblox. So just Roblox with cryptocurrency. That's what I'm looking at here. It's literally just Roblox with cryptocurrency. Play Super Snappy with friends. Super Snappy is a gaming platform with free casual blah blah blah. Watch the explainers video of Super Snappy. A soft launch of the game is playable on PC. Let me see. Supersnappy.io. And the website is dead. Cannot get alpha. Provides feedback, report bugs, and more on the Discord server. What is this? Oh, it's the Noah.io. Let me just... God knows what's going to pop up when you click on this, right? See, let's just... Give me a second. Alright, announcements, server announcements. Let's see. Okay, here we go. General chat. From 3/2025, did you launch yet? It's launched. You can get it on iOS or Android. But where are the people? It's more of a soft launch. It's a launch without people. Not necessarily. In this case, where the marketing campaign hasn't started yet. It's like, it's launched. You can play it right now. But where are the people? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, damn it, this... Okay, this requires a lot of research. A lot of research. Bulletville. Yeah, let me actually look that up on my phone. Super Snappy. They removed it off. No. No. Super Snappy. How do you look it up? Super Snappy. Oh, social news. Bulletville is on posting. Wait. No, we gotta look for this one. Noah.io. Okay, where's the links? Announcements. Invite link. Play with friends. Here we go. We got a website. It's operational. This is supposed to be already launched, right? This is supposed to be already here. No, I don't think so. Okay, Noah.io is available on, but is it Super Snappy or is it... Oh, they probably just changed the name. Yeah, Noah, Super Snappy, private beta. Hey, everyone, excited to blah, blah, blah. Okay, download from the App Store. Here you go. Oh, we were never going to find... Yeah, we were never going to find Super Snappy because they changed it to Noah... And it's 17 plus. Play with friends. Okay. Here we go. Noah.io. Okay, it has 90 megabytes. I am not downloading this, by the way. We're not doing that. We're not downloading this. Okay, just for context, guys. Where's the pictures? I can probably show you the pictures here. Yeah. Look at this. This is the games that they're advertising. This is the games that they're advertising here. Can I zoom it in? Yeah, they have 2048, checkers, chess, hoops, pet hop, ludo, tower. It's literally just like the basic stuff. They're not even like actual unique games. This is a Crossy Road knockoff. Let's play hoops. You just throw hoops. 100K for that? No, wait. Where's the Kickstarter? Bulletville. So we went from Okay, here's my understanding. Here's my understanding, okay? Here's my understanding, right? Bulletville raised $100,000 and development for Bulletville started. They ran out of money. They couldn't continue developing, so it's not like the $100,000 went on the mobile app. It's just that they ran out of money here and they were like, well, we need to make money to finish the game. And the way to make money is according to them, is by making an app that uses Web3, cryptocurrency stuff and gives you the most basic looking avatar with the most basic looking games. And it's soft launched, hyper casual, hybrid, blah, 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 blah. And they're expecting to make the money that they need in order to finish Bulletville using Noah.io. Which is formerly known as Super Snappy. Yeah, it's been a long time. They're not even uploading to YouTube. They're uploading to Vimeo. What is Vimeo? Who uses that anymore? Right, the soft launch of Super Snappy is here. This was back in 2023. Okay. Wait. Here's the drama. Okay, here's the drama. Okay, it says Grim Foxy, yes. Any updates on the shooter game? We'll resume work on it after the app is out. Here we go. Okay. Platform, content, shooter, maker. Bulletville is the roadmap, more or less. Okay, so the Bulletville roadmap to finish the game that they haven't finished yet is to launch the platform Noah, which used to be called Snappy, put content on Snappy. I'm guessing, it's like the funny little basketball games and all of that stuff. Shooter? What? Oh, like, right, like they said they were making like a Bulletville knockoff on their little platform. I'm guessing that's not even finished yet. Maker, I don't know what this is, and then Bulletville. I bought Super during token sale 1 year ago on the LCX exchange. Why have none of my tokens vested yet? The token sale from last year didn't work out. After the app is out, if we end up ditching crypto, we'll reimburse the few people who bought the coin. If we end up releasing the coin, then you were really early and it'll pay off. We'll see. Oh, how is this so bad? How can things go so bad? That is so awful. Oh my god. Early access private beta link of Noah. Please reimburse. Rip James, bro. You're not... Yeah, that money's been spent, my brother. That's gone for good. That's not coming back. We'll do if we end up canceling the tokens. Oh man, a TTV got wrapped into this. Damn it, we lost a TTV here. Help us enjoy the beta test. Yo. Hello? 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 What's the update with the token? If it's cancelled, you should reimburse investors. Yuhami answered the question here in general chat. Okay, yeah, so yeah. This project is a scam. I disagree. The team is working on the development and you can play the beta right now. Just use the link in announcements. Yeah, but it sucks and there's no news of any improvements. Well, this is actually not... You can't really call something a scam because someone, you know, tries to do something and it just ends up sucking. Like, you can't really use the word scam in this situation. Based off what I'm seeing, you know, the surface level view. Like, I wouldn't call this thing a scam, right? But here's the thing. You make game... No. First of all, let's make the timeline, right? Let's make the timeline. Notepad. Yeah, here's the timeline for everything, okay? Kickstarter for Bulletville raises 100k. Okay, we know that much. The Kickstarter raises 100k. Development happens because there is actual work that goes into Bulletville. It's not like your typical Kickstarter project that they just took the money and ran. You know, they actually based off the Kickstarter project and, you know, the website and the YouTube channel and the fact that they're porting the game from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, all of that, you know, costs money. I don't exactly know too much about the developers, but you can see that this was going somewhere. You know, you see this, it's not game breaking, but it is still development that's being worked. You know, someone is actively working on this and work requires money. You know, that much is true. And you said that you played the beta, so it's not like they didn't release anything ever, right? So development happens, beta launches? Am I correct on that? I'll have to look that up to see if there is actually beta gameplay that people actually played, right? Studio runs out of money, can't continue, right? That's what happens. Studio runs out of money, can't continue. But in their everlasting, ever glorifying smartness, in their big brain, galaxy brain strategy, in order to gain more funding, they decide to launch Snappy... What was the name? Snappy Pappy or something like that? Can you not forcibly deepen your voice? I'm gonna do the complete opposite of what you say and actually forcibly deepen my voice. And now I am forcibly deepening my voice. Okay? So listen here, Richard. Now we're talking in a very deep voice. Anyways, in order to gain more funding, they launch a mobile... Okay, I can't do that for long. Mobile platform. Roblox, knockoff, whatever you want to call it, right? And it's built off Web3 NFT, well, crypto crap, right? And based off what I see in the announcements here, this launched in 2023. Playable soon. Yeah, soon, right. Playable soon. And now in February of 2025 is when it's available on mobile. I might actually have to download it and give it a shot. I'm just not super motivated about this. Okay. 2023 starts development. 2025 app launches. Let me just actually separate this so you guys can, you can kind of better understand the timeline of what's been going on. Okay, so here's what's been going on. Right, so the Kickstarter for Bulletville starts. Let me actually pick up the Bulletville Kickstarter. Alright, so the new parkour hero shooter game is announced. Last updated February 18th, 2025. Okay, so here we go. We do have some news about this. Cool, but basically, the Kickstarter launches in... When does it launch? When did it launch? When did it launch? You know what? $100,000 off of 600 backers is actually a lot. Wow. This was supposed to be delivered in May of 2021. When did the Kickstarter start? Where's the start button? Richard, you're looking for pyrocynical. Was going bald a style choice? Genuinely curious? Yeah. I shaved my head once, and then my wife liked the way it looked, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'm stuck being bald now. But yeah, I have a little bit of, like, receding hairline, just because I'm 33 years old. You know, you can't expect me to have a perfect hairline forever. But I've always had, like, the Vegeta Widow's Peak ever since I was young, you know? And it's not really, like, that bad. If I grow my hair out right now, I'll look normal. You know, I won't look like I'm balding. I'll just look normal with a little bit of, like, extra forehead. But yeah, I shaved my head. My wife was like, oh, you look cool. And I was like, maybe I do look cool. Maybe I do. That's where you look cool. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's definitely a stylistic choice. I have to shave every 2 days to keep it this way. But it definitely beats going to the barber, and it definitely beats, you know, having bad hair days. I used to have a lot of bad hair days when I was growing up, because my hair is just like afro weave, very, very, very frizzy, hard to maintain. Mainly because I didn't take care of it properly. You know, I'm a guy. But yeah, that's the reason I shaved my head. I played the beta in 2022. I guess we'll have to go to updates and go to the very end, right? This thing posts a lot of updates. Crap. Okay, here we go. Hey Piggy, what's up? What popular-ish battle royale games do you think are dying or going to die in 2025? Bro, I feel like the massive wave of dead battle royales has happened already. Anything that's survived up to this point, I'm actually very surprised. I don't really have a list of which battle royales are dead. I guess we could go to like the tier list I made like 2 years ago and kind of just go off of there, but ever since then, a bunch of battle royales have been released. Shut up, Steven. Show me the tier list, Steven. Show me the tier list. Take away the end screen, Steven. Thank you. Here we go. So yeah, Fortnite's still alive. PUBG's doing fine. Apex is doing not good. Naraka Blade Point has the sexy girl skins, so that's literally never gonna die. Super Animal Royale is fine, doing fine. I don't know how Warzone is doing. If the wife likes it, then you have to like it too. Hey, JC. Hello. Rum Royale is dead. Cuisine Royale, that's actually a good one. Cuisine Royale might be in trouble of dying. Cursed Foad. SteamDB. Yeah. I don't... Oh my god. Yeah, this is doing bad. Yeah, this is doing really bad. Cuisine Royale is not doing good at all. It's made by Gaijin? Ah, interesting. Where's the charts? Yeah, where's the charts? Here we go. Yeah, unfortunately, this one's also not doing pretty good. The whole drama with Cuisine Royale was kind of weird, honestly, how they, like, relaunched. Super People 2... Super People 1 is coming back. That's weird. Yeah, we'll have to see how Super People 1 does. Blood Hunt, I think, is dead. Tab G is being maintained. What was this one called? The one with the schoolgirls. I think this one shut down too. Yeah, I think the one with the schoolgirls. Super Mecha Champions. Yeah. Super Mecha Champions. They did something. I think they just stopped working in the US and now they're only working in, like, the Asian countries. Yeah, Super Mecha Champions is dead. It's from NetEase. I'm surprised the servers are... I don't think the servers are still alive. They're dead, aren't they? Jeez. Hey, Zeno. Hey, Trey. What's up? How's it going? No, Super Mecha Champions is very dead. But I think I remember hearing somewhere that they still had servers in Asia. Darwin Project, I think, is also dead. Rumbleverse, very dead. Hyperscape, forgot what this one's called. The Fortnite knockoff, this one's dead too. And, yeah. So I think Super People 1 is probably gonna flop. And that one's releasing this year. Cuisine Royale's not doing too hot. This one's doing really bad. And, it's... Everything else here is just either doing just fine. I think Naraka's doing great. Apex is not doing too good. But everything else here is either dead or is doing perfect. Right. NetEase Games loves randomly coming up with a lot of games and then shutting them down. Yeah. Hello from Galapagos Islands. Hello, how's it going? I stepped on a nail? That sounds painful. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so. To my understanding, here we go. Let's put the little notepad on the side. Alright? Let's put this here. Right, the Kickstarter for Bulletville started in... April 2021. 2021. Development happens, beta launches in 2022. So up to this point, Bulletville was doing fine. Look at all these updates, you know? I don't think this is the sort of game you want to call a scam. It looks like they were actually doing pretty well. You know, they were actually doing a lot of work into the game. They just ran out of money. Let's look at the 2025 update. Yeah, we've been very busy for quite a while, and yes, as of yesterday, we launched. This was back in February. Bulletville, not yet. We built the first integrated social gaming app, Noah.io. Imagine Twitter, X, WhatsApp features, and Super Snappy IO for our casual games portal in one app. Play solo or with friends. Yeah, this is just weird. This is just super weird. Hey, Caden, what's up? How's it going? I wouldn't mess around with tetanus. Me neither. Wall, how's it going? Trey. So yeah. These people decide to make a pretty awesome looking parkour multiplayer hero shooter. Guy has a beanie. Oh, yeah, this is not playing. But yeah. I saw that people were drawing criticism because the game took a lot of inspirations from Apex Legends. Yeah, Bulletville developer claims Apex Legends ripped off Fuse design from them. Oh wait, no, they're actually saying the complete opposite. That Bulletville is saying Apex Legends stole their design for Fuse. Though, maybe, who knows? It's a pretty generic looking character, right? Why didn't they return people's money? So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The money's gone. The money's been wasted. Right? They spent $100,000 developing Bulletville. And in that $100,000, they have to pay themselves as the developers to actually make the game. Right? So what they run out of money, and that's the whole thing Kickstarter works. And that's how Kickstarter works. They run out of money, and now if they didn't finish the game in time, the game is in the air. The game is dead, basically. Right. At least I will say this. The people from Bulletville, they seem to be doing fine. They not fine financially, obviously, right? Not fine financially. They seem to be actually wanting to explore other avenues to make money in order to fund Bulletville. It's just like based off first impressions, right? So their game unfortunately runs out of money. They can't continue it. The transfer from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5 is, you know, very expensive. And well, they decide to launch a side project to try to make some money to finish the game. Is it worth it? I don't know. Especially since you're dwelling and diving into cryptocurrency funding, right? So they made a token sale that didn't work out. I guess they didn't meet their the requirements in order to finish the app based off the token sale. It was probably like a flop. And now finally they launched the app. Unreal Engine 5, hella expensive. Yeah. So I'm not gonna call this a scam. They don't look like they're scamming their audience, their player base or anything. It is a disappointment that happens very often in Kickstarter. You know, it's just the sort of thing that happens, right? There's a bunch of different projects that get the funding. People severely underestimate how much money goes into game development, and they're like, oh, $100,000, you know, we can do that, sure, that's fine. You know, but the reality is that $100,000 is 1 year's salary for a game developer. I gotta go, man. Have a good night, everyone. All right. See you later, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, you think $100,000 is a lot of money to make an entire game, but it's really just a year's salary. So it's not safe to support small dev game. It's risky. It's really, really risky. You know, Team Fortress 2 Classic is pretty good. I haven't played it yet. Is it out yet? TF2 Classic? Oh, it says add to wish list. How do you know it's good? It's not out yet. How do you know? But yeah, this is actually some very, very juicy drama. I like this one. Do you play Mario Party? I don't own Mario Party at the moment. I would love to. Yeah, I would love to. Like, the goal with the Switch 2 is once there's a bunch of, like, awesome titles, I'll probably get it connected. I already have everything set up to start, like, streaming Nintendo games. But yeah. This is game part.
We're bringing like the best things that have happened in
Heroes. They're showing off the heroes, the movement,
kind of like inspired
maps, teams. Okay, this is actually really interesting. Thank you for bringing this up. I will 100% look into this. Because it looks like the type of game and developers that actually had really good intentions for making the game. They ran out of money, they couldn't complete their vision, and then they started panicking, and they're like, holy crap, where are we gonna get money from? And then they made what I think is not really like the best strategy, the best game plan, making a cryptocurrency mobile app that's supposed to be like a Roblox? In order for them to make enough money to be able to finish the development of the game. Kind of weird, honestly. But it is some juicy drama. I will look into this. I'll probably talk a little bit about this. All right, thank you for bringing it up. I will continue looking this up on my free time. This is perfect for me to talk about in a video. No, you have to download it from their website. Okay, so it's not on Steam yet. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. What game did you make, Trey? I like trying independent games. Ask it, Paul. That sounds funny. That sounds really funny. Okay, so Super Snappy is dead. What do we got here? Bulletville is dead. Bulletville. Alright, what other topics are we covering today? What else do you guys want to talk about? We already talked about cryptocurrency in video gaming and how that's a dumpster fire. Final Fantasy creators tried making an NFT game that crashed and burned. Ember Sword was a disaster. The Unreal Engine showcase using AI Darth Vader was pretty interesting. What Call of Duty games, in your opinion, is the most overrated? Honestly, bro, I've only played Warzone. I honestly couldn't know what to tell you. I've only ever played Warzone. That's a question for you guys. Yeah, that's a question for you guys. But yeah, the leaks for Sonic Racing, kind of funny. Kind of interesting. Looking forward to more of this. Do you play Marvel Rivals? Yeah. I don't play that much, but I've definitely played it. I've had a lot of fun with it. I just don't play it that much. I'm more of a Nintendo guy and a Steam guy, so yeah, Call of Duty. I know that's traditionally always been like a console thing, and it's just I don't like playing it as much, even if it's on PC now. Top 5 games of all time. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. Minecraft 5 times. Actually, arguably, objectively. You want to know which ones are the top 5? The top 5 games of all time? Just go to this Wikipedia page right here. List of best-selling video games. This is your answer. Right, and it's Minecraft, uncontested Minecraft. 350 million copies. Grand Theft Auto 5. Wii Sports is in the top 5. I'm genuinely surprised Ark is this popular. I didn't know Ark was this popular. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous, man. And then Mario Kart 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Nintendo holds 2 of the spots. And if we go even lower, it's Nintendo, and then all the way down here, Nintendo. You personally, though? I don't know, I have weird taste in games. I play muck, okay? I'm not the kind of guy you should be asking for, like, these sort of opinions. Like, I play muck. I don't even know where my muck is. Oh, here it is. Is it this one? Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. This is me. I play this, okay? I have 37 hours in muck. You don't want to be asking me for opinions of which one is my top 5. This one is good. Let's get a Minecraft server. Eventually. I'm thinking of doing a hardcore... Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a hardcore world, hopefully with like another content creator. We'll do some really fun stuff. You know, SML got demonetized. Ripperonis. I've seen people start entire new channels from scratch because they've gotten demonetized. Do you have a celebrity crush? No. No, not really. It's just like, what celebrities are out there? It's just like... Realistically. Realistically. Celebrity crush. Celebrity. It's just like, it's just women. It's just a girl. A girl. I want to look at pretty girl, I look at my wife. Sydney Sweeney? Sydney Sweeney. Bro, you go to your local Starbucks and there's like 5 of them. No way Muck is my favorite. Muck is really good. Muck is really, really good. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. I really do. No, she's perfect. Bro started looking at celebrities 2 weeks ago. That's what happened. That's what happened. I'm not saying that she's not attractive. I'm just saying that it's common. You know? Yeah, before, but now YouTube's saying that they changed the rules. Did they? Did they change the rules? I mean, I'm not really too familiarized with the SML drama, to be honest. I'm not your celebrity crush? No. Yeah. Before... Yeah, I'm not too familiarized with the rule change that happens with YouTube. I'm really not. TennoCon 2025, Majestic Unicorn Pride plushie. Right, this is all Wizard 101, right? This is Wizard 101. No, this, yep. Wizard 101, Pirate 101, Splitgate, Monster Hunter Wilds, Warframe. Okay. He literally cry? Ripperonis. Oh, Splitgate 2 also launched recently. How's that one looking? I remember being super motivated to get Splitgate 2. This one's already out yet, right? And I heard that the reviews aren't too good. At least compared to, like, the first Splitgate. The first Splitgate caught lightning in a bottle. This one has mixed reviews. Splitgate 2 is the only free-to-play shooter with portals delivering next-level gunplay. Do you like VR? I've never actually played anything VR related. Like, only some weird Halo game at Dave & Buster's. That is it. Yeah, Splitgate 2 Steam DB. I hate FPS games. I like some of them. I genuinely like some of them. But I understand how it's not everybody's cup of tea. Ooh. Do you want to know how bad this is? Do you guys want to know how bad this really is? How painful it is to look at this number right here? Just look at this one. Just look at that one. Eek. Eek. It's not free to play? Splitgate 2 is not free to play? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Free to play. Right there. Alright, look at that right there. Oh, that's awful. Bro, do you play TF2 generally? I do like TF2. I dabble on the TF2 every now and then. I don't have that many hours, though. I'm not like a hyper fan. I do dabble in it, though. Just like how Dark and Darker, I will tell you guys, I absolutely love this game. I don't have the time to play it. I'll only play it for like 3 hours. I'm such a scrub. I'm such a scrub. But Team Fortress 2, where the hell is it? I am I was gonna say bald. No, I'm blind. Where's Team Fortress 2? Where's Team Fortress 2? It's... Where's Team Fortress 2? Why is this not in my library? It is in my library. That's weird. The game just disappeared. Huh. Don't be so hard on yourself. I will 100% be hard on myself. 100%. Yeah. Uninstalled? Even if it's uninstalled, it should be on the library. Yeah, I remember when he plays Monster Hunter, he was wearing glasses. It's not the same. I was wearing something else. I was wearing, like, shades. That's all. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. We're getting massively sidetracked. Alright, Splitgate 2 is not doing too hot right now. And I've heard a lot of criticism because of it, you know? Yeah, this game... I've heard that in comparison to, like, the first game, they tried to go the hero shooter route and they kind of, like, nerfed portals because realistically, you know, the portals were a little broken in Splitgate 1 and made the skill gap be ridiculously high. But now they've changed it in a way that the best way that I can describe it is the gap... you know, the jump from Super Smash Bros. Melee, a highly competitive video game, to Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a hyper casual. And this one, that's like the main complaint I'm seeing. The problem is when you start playing the games that you bought on Steam, suddenly have sale. Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah. What political party do you side with? I don't vote. The last time I voted was... When was the last time I voted? I've never even voted on, like, the presidential elections. Because I was never allowed to vote for the presidential elections until I moved from Puerto Rico. Because I don't know if you guys know, Puerto Ricans are not allowed to vote in the presidential elections. So yeah, I voted once for, like, the governor of Puerto Rico. And it was only because someone asked me to, and I was like, okay. Hey, have you heard of Anvil of Empires? Trailers on YouTube? No, I haven't heard about it. Actually, speaking of trailers on YouTube, we were supposed to get an update on the Dragon Ball... What was it called? The Dragon Ball what? Dragon Ball Project Multi, right? There was a new thing that was gonna show up. Right? A new trailer was like an hour away or something. Dragon Ball Project Multi. Is it on Steam? No, we already saw this one. There was like an update that was supposed to be happening like an hour ago. Update history. No updates found. I think it was like a YouTube video or something. Let me see. Here we go. All right, join the network test for Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. Is that the name? Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra? Yo, I've never been a League of Legends enjoyer or like a MOBA enjoyer myself. I will 100% try this game out.
Get a load of this. Now die with this planet.
What a beautiful show!
This looks so cool.
Things are only getting started.
You're about to find out what it's like to fight a real Super Saiyan.
This looks really, really cool.
You underestimate me. Now it's over.
Genshin Squadra. That's the name.
Hi everybody, I'm Yu from Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Hello everyone, I'm Toshi from Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Try cool math games. I've been thinking about doing a day where I only play browser games. Or maybe just go to like the Cartoon Network site or something. Yeah, just try some of those older games. Sounds fun. On the weekends, I'm gonna play with viewers, guys. Let's see how the poll's doing. It probably has like 2 votes, honestly. Yeah, polls. Right now it has people want to play Roblox games with viewers. We'll probably be doing that on the weekend. Yeah, we'll be playing, Roblox games with viewers. Either Saturday or Sunday, I haven't decided yet, but we'll just go ahead and just get in and play some stupid games, okay? So if you have any suggestions for games to check out, let me know, okay?
As you saw in the trailer at the beginning of the show, the new Dragon Ball game project, first revealed in 2024, Dragon Ball Project Multi, will officially be released under the title Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra.
Let's start off with an overview of Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra.
That's a cool
Genshin
name.
Squadra is the first ever team-oriented Dragon Ball game that gives fans from around the world the freedom to play as their favorite characters in a multiplayer battle anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. With that said, the gist of Genshin Squadra is simple. Each player will choose a hero character to engage in a 4v4 battle. level up your characters by defeating enemies, and utilize the skills and powers unlocked throughout the match. In the main rule, players will fight to grab the Dragon Ball before the enemy team by eliminating gods of destructions that stand in their way.
Oh.
There will be
So the objective is to get the
online,
Dragon
so we
Ball.
hope
Okay.
you'll try them out. Our design philosophy with
I like how they have to describe the entirety of the situation just to avoid saying, "Oh, it's League of Legends." Oh, it's a MOBA. You know? It's like when you're trying to describe a battle royale for the first time after PUBG was already released, and you're like, "Oh, well, you see, people in this brand new game that we're working on, everybody's gonna drop into the map, and then after you drop into the map, well, there's going to be loot around that's scattered, and there'll be weapons that you have to pick up, and you have to be the last person standing." Nowadays, people just go like, "Oh, it's a battle royale. That's it. Just call it what it is." But no, it's just like, I find it really funny that they have to explain the whole thing, probably to avoid saying like, "Oh, it's a MOBA," because probably people don't know what MOBA is. You know, not everybody knows what a MOBA is. We're like, "Oh, it's a League of Legends clone." Like, if I was this guy, if I was this man right here, I'd be like, we made Dragon Ball, but League of Legends. Pay up. That's what I would do. How do you join the server? It's in the description of the stream. Just click on the one that says Discord.
Action Squadra is to provide an enjoyable experience even when the skill gap between players may seem too large. Don't worry though, players with a deeper understanding of the game will have an edge over others. But we've made intentional design choices that incorporate many different variables to provide a varying experience between matches.
Yeah, Gekishin
To make
Squadra.
Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra more enjoyable for everyone, we are working on expanding support beyond the mobile and PC version to include console.
Okay, that's cool.
The
That's
game
cool.
will support cross-platform play, meaning players on different consoles can fight each other. There will also be cross-platform save support, allowing game progress and save data.
I feel like
to
this is
carry
standard.
across multiple.
Yeah, I feel like cross everything is just standard these days for live service games. Like, if you only launch on PC or only launch on console, you're kind of screwed. You know, it's like you have the cards stacked up against you. But if you want to maximize a game's success, all three ways of, you know, playing the game have to be there. Especially mobile. Like, people really underestimate the power of mobile. Especially when it comes to live service. Let me just say that Stumble Guys on mobile is ridiculous. I play Stumble Guys on the Nintendo Switch. But I know for a fact that mobile completely carries the game. And if it wasn't for the fact that the game is on mobile, it probably would be nowhere near as popular as it is now. So yeah, if you want to release a new game, you gotta release on all platforms.
Platform. So you can play the game at home on the console, then continue playing on a mobile device outside.
Yes, I can sit on my couch.
To make sure our game is
Sit
ready
on my
for
couch
all
and play
players
there.
on each platform, we will be holding a network test from June 12th to June 16th. There will be additional character from last year's beta test, so keep an eye out.
All right, we gotta join that up. We gotta get in there.
A lot of valuable feedback from our players during the regional beta test we held last year. Our upcoming network test will incorporate improvements based on these feedback.
Examples of some of the feedback we received include positive impressions on the overall graphics quality, the game rules, and the controls. At the same time, we've received some comments regarding the high frequency of matches against CPU opponents.
Yeah, it looks genuinely fun. It looks genuinely fun. I like it.
And of the blandness of matches, feeling like the same repeating experience. Let's start off with the Grade 8. The Grade 8 was designed to intensify the flow of battle, bring matches to a close, and offer teams a chance to make a comeback. While it did serve those intended purposes, we found
That just looks so chaotic, man.
ended up being a source of frustration for many players. Because
That
of
just looks so
we've removed the Grade 8
chaotic.
from the map from the network test.
Should I start playing League of Legends? Be honest, guys. I see a lot of popular streamers get into it now. Am I just like shooting myself in the foot by not playing MOBA games? Or can I go another 10 years without playing MOBA or like League of Legends? I feel like that's like a badge of honor to be good at that game, to be able to play it and not rage. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
We're currently exploring alternative ways to reintroduce the Grade 8 in a different form.
Additionally, in order for us to provide a more varied gameplay experience, we are planning to implement two major updates. First, we
Nah.
are introducing
Okay.
a new system called the Divine Draw.
Yeah, we can just
At the
skip League of
start the
Legends
match,
altogether.
2 special rules will be chosen at random that will influence the entire match.
Okay, so it's just
The rules
Fragpunk.
can have all sorts of effects. For example, one rule might cause an explosion to occur when a player is defeated, blowing away all nearby enemy players. While another rule might spawn special enemy NPCs that rewards a lot of experience when defeated. By
Okay.
introducing different rules to each match, we hope to bring more variety to the gameplay experience.
Like, this kind of game is actually fun. It looks genuinely fun. It's just... It reminds me of Gundam Evolution in a way where it doesn't feel authentic to, like, the character's abilities. Like, I look at this game and I'm like, hell yeah, Goku playing League of Legends, hell yeah, we love to see this. But then at the same time, I see, like, this little clip. Where is it? I see this little clip. I think it's here.
Enemy NPCs that rewards a lot of experience when defeated.
Yeah. I see that little clip of Goku just, like, casually running away, like, trotting away, jogging, and I'm like, okay, Goku wouldn't... No, he would just fly away, instant transmission. This guy has the strength of 1,000 demons, you know, figuratively speaking. But because of the game mechanics, he's just, like, doing a casual trot. That kind of just takes me away from the experience, honestly. Just like, oh wait, no, this sucks. Still fun though. Still will play it. It's just like something that like takes you out of the experience.
Bring more variety to the gameplay experience.
Secondly, we're adding special actions, specifically for damage.
Because there's no sprint on MOBA.
The Gekshin Burst. With this implementation,
oh, but they can fly though.
Will be immune to rush attacks and skills. Attackers will need to strategically use Gekshin Bursts, while defenders will have to protect their gods.
They're running, but they're also like flying around.
Attackers. We believe this addition will create a wider range of strategies and provide a more varied gaming experience. That covers 2 of the biggest changes we're implementing, but there are other updates as well. So please experience them for yourselves during the network test.
Of course, of course.
We'll be sharing further updates through our official X account, as well on our new Instagram and Facebook pages. So be sure.
Dragon Ball Gekshin Squadra.
I'm gonna try it out. Honestly, this is gonna be the second ever MOBA game I try out in my life, and I'm actually kind of excited. You know, I'm actually excited. I don't have high expectations towards it, but I'm happy and I'm like motivated to be, you know. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm happy to be like, I'm happy to have my expectations blown out of the water, basically, you know? Yeah, so that's the other thing that's coming out. I like that. That's very cool. And honestly, guys, I think we talked about literally everything. We talked about literally everything. At least everything that's current with today. All right, I'm gonna GTFO. I'm gonna head out. Because it's already almost midnight over here. Bro, try to watch the SML movie. No, not gonna do that. Not looking to get demonetized. But yeah, guys, we'll be back on... What's today? Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday, probably playing something. I don't know if I'm playing Deltarune. I might just take a break from Undertale, but it is like the thing that everybody's talking about right now, so I might actually check it out. Or by then, you know, something will happen with Switch too. We'll see what the day brings. Nice stream. Thank you. You too. You too. Thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Right, I vote on poll. Nice. All right. Later, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Sweet dreams.